Society has long conditioned men to be the providers, the protectors, the strong ones, expected to shoulder the burdens of life without showing cracks in their armor. Yet, underneath that image of strength lies a vast range of emotions, fears, and struggles that go unspoken. Men are often trapped in a cycle where vulnerability is perceived as weakness, leaving them unable to express their emotional pain or seek help. In this video, we will explore the silent battles men face every day. From the emotional toll of societal expectations to the damaging effects of suppressing feelings, we will uncover why it's time to change the conversation surrounding masculinity. The silent battles men face isn't just a story of men's struggles. It's a call to action for compassion, understanding, and change. The idea that men must be strong starts from a young age. Boys are often told not to cry or express their emotions, as it's seen as unmanly or weak. Phrases like man up or boys don't cry create an environment where boys learn to bottle up their feelings. This emotional suppression grows as they enter adulthood, where they are expected to be tough, independent, and the primary breadwinners. For centuries, men have been cast in the role of the provider. While this role has shifted somewhat in modern times, many men still feel the burden of being the primary financial supporter for their families. The pressure to succeed professionally and provide materially can cause immense stress and anxiety. This expectation becomes especially difficult when men experience financial setbacks, unemployment, or career challenges. In many households, there is an unspoken expectation that a man's worth is tied to his ability to provide. When men are unable to meet these expectations, whether through job loss, illness, or financial difficulty, it can shatter their sense of identity and self-worth. They may internalize this failure as a personal weakness, which only deepens their emotional struggles. Toxic masculinity is a term used to describe the harmful norms and expectations placed on men by society. It perpetuates the belief that men must always be aggressive, dominant, and emotionally detached. The myth of the strong, silent type can be especially damaging, as it discourages men from seeking emotional support or acknowledging their struggles. In the media, men are often portrayed as action heroes or tough, unemotional figures. While there's nothing inherently wrong with strength or stoicism, the problem arises when this becomes the only acceptable way for men to express themselves. This limited view of masculinity teaches men that they must bury their emotions and handle everything alone. The truth is, everyone, regardless of gender, has emotional needs. The idea that men should be invulnerable, impervious to pain or fear, creates an unhealthy environment where they can't express their authentic selves. This cultural norm is one of the reasons why many men feel isolated, even when they are surrounded by loved ones. By breaking free from the constraints of toxic masculinity, men can begin to embrace their full emotional spectrum. This change isn't just beneficial for men's mental health, it also fosters healthier relationships, as men can engage more authentically with their partners, friends, and family. Vulnerability is often seen as a dangerous thing for men. Many fear that if they open up, they will be judged, ridiculed, or seen as weak. This fear can keep men locked in a cycle of emotional isolation, even when they desperately need support. The cultural stigma surrounding male vulnerability can also affect how men interact in relationships. Men may struggle to communicate their emotional needs, which can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, or a sense of disconnect with their partners. This inability to be emotionally open often results in feelings of loneliness, even in close relationships. One of the most significant silent battles men face is with mental health. Despite the growing awareness of mental health issues, men are still less likely to seek professional help. The stigma around mental health, particularly for men, makes it difficult for them to acknowledge their struggles. Encouraging men to seek help and support is critical to combating this silent battle. Creating safe spaces where men can talk openly about their feelings without fear of judgment is one of the first steps in addressing this issue. We need to normalize therapy, counseling, and mental health care for men just as much as for women. Fatherhood brings immense joy, but it also comes with its own set of pressures. Many men feel a deep responsibility to provide both emotionally and financially for their children. However, societal expectations can make it difficult for fathers to openly express the challenges they face. Fathers who are emotionally present and communicative not only benefit their own mental health, but also create stronger, more connected relationships with their children. By fostering a culture where fathers can openly express their emotions and seek support, we can create a more inclusive and understanding view of fatherhood. Loneliness is a silent epidemic among men. Research suggests that men are more likely to experience feelings of loneliness as they age, particularly after significant life changes such as divorce, job loss, or retirement. However, men are less likely than women to admit to feeling lonely, and even less likely to seek out social support. Encouraging open discussions about loneliness can help men realize they are not alone in their feelings. Building strong, supportive friendships is not a sign of weakness. It's a crucial part of living a happy and healthy life.